again. Konbanwa, wherever you are in the world. I am the idol to give you the wings to fly. Cyber Angel, Rita Kamishiro, at your service. Hello! I'm back! Did you miss me? I missed you all. Hello! Hi! Hello, hello! Welcome in! Hello, Demon Warrior, Derek, Warrior Gaming, Eternal, Wizard Donrune, Jay, Sadikin, Shiny, Logan, Peyton, Oishizo, that guy. Welcome in! Welcome back! It has been a while. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it hasn't been too long. But long enough for me to miss you guys. How is everyone doing? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I feel refreshed. I feel wonderful. How are you guys? How is everybody? Doing better? I'm happy to hear that. You can see the camp. Can you see the campfire outline now? I like to make sure you all know where the campfire is. You don't want to accidentally step on it, right? Oh my goodness. Did I have fun? I did! Very much needed forced relaxation time. Oh my gosh. Hanging on? Well, you know, I'm happy to hear that. Sometimes it can get pretty tough, but sometimes you just gotta push through. So, you know, wishing the best for you, Sadikin. Hopefully it won't be so much as hanging on, but hopefully you can have some time to relax and, you know, not worry too much about this and that, but sending good vibes your way. So hopefully that can happen for you. Yeah, don't want to accidentally set ourselves on fire. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up where the fire is going to be. But welcome in. If you're not sure what we are doing today, we are having a nice little campfire, if you can't already tell. You know, I would like to think that it's a very obvious fire. Again, I made sure you guys, you know, would pay attention to it so you don't actually step into it. But today I wanted to do a little chat, like a cozy little campfire, camping session, to share some gratitude, especially with it being the end of the year and all the holidays are coming around. You start thinking about, you know, how this year's been treating you and what all exciting things are gonna come to the future. You know what I mean? So I'm like extra cozy now because we have this fire going on. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Nice cozy time together. Exactly. Oh my gosh. Pass the marshmallows for roasting. Unfortunately, I don't have any marshmallows, but if you all have any marshmallows, do let us know. Oh my gosh. But expressing gratitude is something I like to do, you know, pretty often. I don't do it. I'm a very forgetful person, so I don't get to practice it every day. I would love to practice every day, but essentially I feel like practicing gratitude is a good way to kind of, at least for me, gratitude is sort of like a part of my mental health practice. I feel like it not only does it improve my mental health in a way that I feel a lot more, I get a lot less scared and a lot more happy, I guess. And it kind of helps me reframe my mindset. But it also reminds me why I appreciate my friends and people that I work with. And I don't know, it just helps me be more appreciative in the day-to-day. Spiritual weightlifting, Logan says. That's a good way to put it. Yeah. You get embarrassed when you show your gratitude to others. I hear that a lot. I think a lot of people... I think it's funny because a lot of people... I'm the kind of person who very quickly and easily says... Like, if someone says, you know, does something for me or says something nice, I'm very quick to be like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that. Or I appreciate your hard work. But I know for some folks, like... words of affirmation are a little bit tough. Obviously, for me, I'm a very words of affirmation kind of person. So, to me, it comes rather easily. But I know for some, it may be a little bit difficult. So, maybe today, it'll be a nice way for maybe folks who have a tough time expressing gratitude to other people to at least express gratitude to yourself, I guess. Because I feel like gratitude isn't necessarily something you have to share with other people. I mean, it'd be nice, let people know that you appreciate them. But I feel like gratitude is just as much something you do by yourself as much as it is something you share with other people, if that makes sense. For example, thank you so much for the dono. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Let me see what. It was a little token of appreciation, so a little token of appreciation for you too, Alex John. Thank you very much. Oh my gosh. Yeah, everyone has their own love language, exactly. But I feel like expressing gratitude, maybe not externally. I think being able to recognize the things that you're grateful for is also very helpful. Because I feel like sometimes we can get in our own heads, and with all the crazy stuff going on, sometimes we forget about all the good things that we get to experience, right? And that's not to say, you should downplay the tough stuff that you go through, but at least as kind of like a crutch almost. I don't want to say crutch, but something to help when things are getting tough, if that makes sense. And Lorelog, thank you so much for celebrating 8 months as Idol Coach. Any shopping plans? I don't know. I'm not really a Black Friday kind of person. I don't know. I'm not really one for shopping crowds, but for anyone who does shopping on that day, good luck. I hope you get those, I don't know how much of deals they really are, but I hope you have lots of fun shopping. Gosh. But where was I? Yeah, hopefully in this next hour or so, we can practice gratitude together. Whether it's, just thinking to yourself about things that you're grateful for in your life to remind yourself that, even though things are pretty bad, if they are pretty bad, that there's good things to look forward to or good things to be happy about in your life. And then if you'd like, you can practice, showing your gratitude to other people. But welcome in for those who have just popped in. If you don't know what we're doing today, we're going to practice gratitude. And I'll start off first. I guess I can, really start us off. One thing that I'm really grateful for, and you can either journal this if you want to, you can draw while you think about it, you can write it out, or you can just talk about it to yourself. And again, if you want, you can reach out to people that you want to tell, but however you choose to do this is fine, as long as it's meaningful for you. But one thing I'm really grateful for is I'm really happy to have a very strong support system. And that's I think multifaceted, but I'll go ahead and start with my friends because I think it's a great little story time you can have since I just came back from a long weekend, not to myself, but I got to hang out with my friends. We had a little bit of a girls' weekend. It was really fun. And I'm just great. I feel great to have people that I can just not feel like I have to be a certain way or perform in a certain way. Like, for example, one section of Girls' Weekend, we just spent a few hours just lying lazily on the floor on, air mattresses and couches. And we just sat there and we were, doing our own thing and enjoying each other's company. And, yeah, I'm glad that I can have people that I can do that with. But it was a fun weekend, busy weekend, but fun nonetheless. I still had some time to relax, too, but it was Friday. We all kind of converged onto the hangout point, right? My friend's place. And what did we do on the first day? Oh my gosh, we had a craft day. That was so fun. So, we did some arts and crafts. My friend. So we were watching Mob Psycho while we were doing our crafts, and I was just kind of doodling. I didn't really have. Again, I wanted to make. It was kind of like sort of like a create for the sake of creating, right? Mental health craft day, I guess. So I didn't really have a finished product in mind. We ended up trading. We all ended up trading our arts and crafts. So we got to keep each other's arts and crafts. So I just did a bunch of doodles, like, you know, happy faces, little stick people, little breads, as per usual. My friend drew Dimple from Mob Psycho because we were watching Mob Psycho. I finished Mob Psycho. Oh my gosh, it was such a beautiful ending. I cried. I know, we're a bunch of nerds. Oh, thank you all for the hearts. Oh my gosh. But really grateful that I can have some time to just create things for the sake of creating it and let those creative juices flowing. I'm really grateful that I have such wonderful things to enjoy, like anime. I did play some Xenoblade over the weekend. When we were hanging out, having floor time. Floor time with the girlies, right? But really thankful to all the, you know, people who work hard to put together, you know, great shows and great video games that I can enjoy. There's a lot of hard work that goes into that, and I'm really grateful for all the time and energy that the staff put into that. I finished season 3. I cried. It was beautiful. You need to watch it. Oh my goodness. Highly recommend you finish it. Oh my god. But after that, we got some... Was it before or after lunch? I think it was after lunch we had craft time. And then we had hot pot. That was really fun. We did hot pot for dinner, and then we did some karaoke. Of course, because we're a bunch of nerds, we did like anime karaoke. We also did some musicals. That was really fun. And after that, we were really tired from karaoke. Because me and my friends, when it comes to karaoke, we know how to have a good time. We just sing a lot. We get really into it. We like stand up and we dance and we move around. Hot pot was great. It was super awesome. Yeah, you should watch Mob Psycho. I highly recommend it. We are nerds. So thankful to be a nerd. I don't know what I would do without... This is so cheesy. I don't know what I would do without anime and video games in my life. Oh my gosh. I feel like a lot of like the enrichment I've had, like character development, if you will. I feel like a lot of that has come from me being like, I want to be more like this person in this anime or video game, or I want to be less like this person, this villain, I guess, or, you know, I want to be able to have these sorts of experiences. So thankful for anime and video games existing. Ain't that the truth? Too true. I'm gonna speak my truth. Cringe is dead. I'm gonna speak my truth. But then Saturday was our big busy day. We had our big hike. That was really fun. We had a nice little picnic. It was a little chilly, but, you know, we were all bundled up. And we had a lot of fun there. Really enjoyed my time. But then after that, I think we had some Thai food. That was really yummy. And then we were super tired after the hike, so we just had floor time. We started reading this manhwa. Well, I've been reading this manhwa for a while. So we kept reading Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. So the past few, I don't know if you remember, but I've mentioned a couple times that I do like a book club every once in a while with my friends, and we've been reading Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint. So we'll read like a chapter or two every few weeks, and then every few weeks we'd come together and talk about it, because we're very busy people, so, you know, we'll try to at least get one chapter done a week. And then we'll converge and talk about it. So at that point, we'd already done a few book clubs about ORV. And I'd read like 15 or 20 chapters. But at some point, we just all sat down and we read through like another 20 chapters just together. Over the course of like Saturday evening going to Sunday. Because Sunday, you know, we were like, some of us were leaving and stuff like that. But yeah, we had some floor time. We read some ORV together, but we also had like individual floor time. I played some Xenoblade, and I just like reacted to it while they were like scrolling through Instagram. At some point, we all were just scrolling through Instagram and sending each other reels we thought were really funny. One thing that was really cool that we did, was it Monday morning or Sunday night? I can't remember. But we found this like video series called Milgram. I don't know if you know about it. It's like a music video series. And the point of it is, and it's still ongoing now, it's like there's 10 prisoners, and you have to decide if they're guilty or innocent based off of like music videos. Because there's this like system where like they can extract music and movies based off of like the person's like memories or how they feel about the murder or the crime they committed. And it's really cool because it's like audio dramas, and it's really silly. We're huge nerds, me and my friends. Like we literally sat around her iPad because owning a TV in these days and days. So we were all kind of just on the inflatable mattress, like the three of us were just surrounded her iPad. And like we would watch the audio dramas, and we would watch the music videos, and we'd go, "Oh my gosh, no way! The way that they included this detail." And like after each music video, we would go into the comments, and we would like talk about our theories, and like talk about like other people's theories and like their comments. You see, yeah, so it's based off of like, I guess, the Milgram experiment, but it's like Milgram Project. So it's Deco 27. I don't know if you guys knew that, because I've heard of it before. But I had no idea it was Deco 27 who was behind like the music. Amazing music, so definitely go check that out. But to wrap up, you know, my girls' weekend sort of recap, I'm just very grateful to have friends that I can just sit on the floor and do nothing with. And then, you know, sometimes that nothing turns into, oh my gosh, I want to show you guys this video like series, or and like let's dive into the lore of this video series. But yeah, I am just very grateful that we can enjoy that time. Yeah, it was like a book club, except for with the music video. You need art of me playing Xenoblade and crying like a dork while her bored friends just doom scroll? No, but like they don't know anything about Xenoblade. But like whenever I say like, oh my gosh, look, it's like Senna or like it's Taion or something, they'll be like, oh my gosh, no way. Or like I'll talk to them about it, and they'll be like, oh my gosh, no way. So then what happened? And like it's just, I'm really grateful for them that like even though they don't know what in the world I'm talking about, that, you know, they just like listening to me talk, and they love being invested in things that I've been invested about. And thank you for the link, Shiny. I highly recommend you check it out. It's very fascinating. So, one thing I'm grateful for this holiday season is I'm grateful for friends that I can be my true self around, right? Yeah. I can be silly and weird, and sometimes I just don't have to be anything. I can just, you know, lay there, and they're like, "That's Rita, all right." Oh my gosh! But I want to know what you guys are appreciative about. But I feel like being able to relay, not just to other people, but even to yourself, what you're grateful for, is you can really start to have a more optimistic or positive outlook on life. Feel more like giving or generous, or feel less lonely, less isolated. That's Rita! Sitcom laugh track, please. Gosh, but while you guys share your you know, things that you're grateful for, I mentioned that, you know, you could keep a gratitude journal. And the gratitude journal looks like different ways, right? You can buy those fancy schmancy gratitude journals that have different prompts, like draw 3 things that you are grateful for this past week. Or, you know, write 10 things that start with a letter like, I don't know, R, that you're thankful for. Rita, I don't know, but they, you know, it doesn't have to be that fancy. It could just be a journal or like a piece of paper, right? Maybe a notes app. a text to a friend, things like that. Like after the girls' weekend, I texted them like, "Hey, I made it back home safe. Like, I'm really thankful for you guys. I'm looking forward to all the fun we'll keep having." Yeah, it doesn't have to be a whole big fancy thing, right? Mm-mm-mm. But to kind of talk about less of the sunshine and rainbows, but sometimes when I think about things that I'm grateful for, I kind of think back about, some of the hard times I might have experienced. Obviously, you don't want to spiral into like all the negativity, but if I think back about how like maybe I was able to overcome something like it was difficult before, but now, through a support system or my sheer force of will or all the hard work that I put in, like I'm able to have a good thing now, right? And you can be grateful for that transition. You can be grateful for that change. You can also kind of like ask yourself questions like in your head, like maybe give yourself like a prompt, I guess. I used to do that, kind of like wake up and, when I'm getting ready, think of like, what's one thing from yesterday that I'm really happy for, that I'm really grateful for? Or maybe like at the end of the day, you can think to yourself, what was one thing from today that I'm very thankful for? And kind of getting into that habit to train your brain almost to make it more easy for yourself. Because again, thinking positively and being grateful isn't gonna be something that comes easily. It just right away, right? I feel like people think that they're bad people because it doesn't come easily to them. But like anything, like a muscle in your body, your brain has to be trained to do things, right? To be positive and to practice being grateful, I guess. Let me go back and see what people are thankful for. Oishizo says, I guess I appreciate the new friends, although online, that I met through PRISM. Oh my gosh. Oishizo, can I just say, can I piggyback off of yours? I'm really grateful that you all are able to have these experiences. I think I've said this before, but I think one of my joys as a streamer is that I'm able to bear witness to all of these lovely connections that you all have. Not just as fellow archangels, but as fellow prismers, as fellow nerds, anime fans, video game fans. I'm just happy I get to be a part of that. I'm very grateful for that, and I hope you all continue to make friends and positive connections and feel that sense of community. So I'm happy to hear that. Thank you for sharing. Cytokin says, appreciate that you stream. Thank you. I'm really grateful to Cap. Actually, I was talking about this the other day. To Shogun, I think. I think to Pina as well. For whatever reason, the conversation had come up. For those who are new to this channel, you might not have heard this story before, but when I was auditioning for PRISM, I was really anxious about not being able to do a good job. Because I'm completely new to I was completely new to all of this. Now I have 2 or so years of experience of streaming, under wraps, I guess. I don't know. But I had no idea what I was doing, and I didn't think I was fit for it. And towards the end of the audition experience, I had a meeting, conversation, whatever, with Captain, and I was like, I think I'm gonna drop because I don't think I'm the right person for this. I'm sure you have other people that you could reach out to, and I'm sure they have a lot more experience than I do. But I'm very grateful that he, I guess, saw the potential in me and was like, you may not believe in yourself now, but I believe in you, and I think you should keep going. And because of his, belief in me, I was able to start believing in myself. And I'm still learning, I'm still making mistakes, I still, learn something new every day. But gosh, I don't know where I'd be without that encouragement. So I'm really grateful for that. And I don't think I could ever express how grateful I am for that. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. Stop. No, no, no. Let me drink water. But it's you don't think about it a lot, right? Like this is I think this is like why we one of the reasons why I think it's important to practice gratitude. Because, with the hum and drum of day-to-day life and years passing and memories fading, you kind of forget, like, you forget I don't want to say little things, but you forget stuff like that, obviously. Memory is a thing, right? And you don't think about things that happened a long time ago in your day-to-day. But whenever I get the chance to practice gratitude and really think about why am I here? What has gotten me here? What am I grateful for? It reminds me of stuff like that. And, it keeps me, it humbles me, I guess. Like, it humbles me, it gives me hope. It almost, like, charges me up, if that makes sense. And, I feel like anybody, right? Any human could find themselves straying one way or the other, this way or that. Just by the nature of, again, following the humdrum of life, you kind of forget this and that. But I think it's important to practice gratitude so that you can kind of center yourself and remind yourself about all of the good things that have happened to bring you where you are today. So, huge tangent. Oh my gosh. But yeah, never back down, never what? But yeah, I think I'm very grateful, like Derek says, for that someone and people, honestly, that give me the push of self-confidence when I don't have it. And I think I'm very grateful for all those experiences that have given me my confidence now, because I think I'm a very confident person. I think I'm definitely a lot more resilient than I used to be, and I'm very thankful to, not only the very the support circle that I have, but all the negative experiences that I've experienced negative experiences that I've experienced. Wow, very eloquent. But I think, what is the saying? What doesn't kill you makes you stronger? Yeah, I think all the experiences I've had shaped me to who I am today. Thankful for Rita tangents, oh my gosh. I'm thankful that you're thankful for my tangents. And Arton, thank you so much for celebrating your membership anniversary as Idol Coach. 21 months, oh my gosh. We're so close to 2 months, 2 years. My goodness. Arton says, happiness is like glass. You don't usually notice it. You merely have to change your point of view slightly. And then that glass will sparkle. Soup Man. Who's Soup Man? I like that. I like that saying, though. That's nice. BB Des, thank you so much for the super chat. Oh my gosh! No, this is not a graduation campfire. My goodness. So sorry for the scare, but thank you for stopping by. Thank you for the super chat. Oh my gosh, could you imagine though? It was just a graduation stream. It's just me sitting by the fire. Oh my goodness. Does it say graduation or gratitude? Okay, that scared me. Oh my gosh, that scared me. I was like, did I put graduation? Oh my goodness. Graduating by the campfire would be a vibe. Welcome in, Ying. How's it going? I'm thankful for okay, this is one thing I said on Twitter, but I feel so grateful to be surrounded by so many, like, talented and, like, driven people. It's so, like, motivating, and it's so inspiring, and it's so invigorating, and, like, I feel like getting to see all the awesome stuff that, like, people in my circle do is really exciting, really fun. This is so, like, what was the term we made? Symbiosis? Wait, but I saw... You had tweeted something about how, like, it was a personal struggle you had about, something that you were thinking about as a creator, right? Something along the lines of, like, wanting to do content creation as like a full-time thing, or wanting to do more of it, or leaning more into content creation and like the things that you worry about or the things that you think about. And I'm really grateful for, you know, when people are able to have those open and honest conversations with people, and, you know, remind people that they're not alone, and that it's like something that a lot of people think about, I guess. Because I feel like a lot of times we are scared to like have those sorts of conversations, because I think like showing it almost feels as if we're bearing our vulnerabilities, and we pretty much are. And I think it's nice to see like other people do that, and it encourages all of us to, you know, be more vulnerable and honest with each other. And I wish we had more of like a I wish we had more of that online. I think a lot of times we're afraid to show our quote-unquote weaknesses, but I think this world would benefit a lot more if we could share our thoughts and experiences with each other. Yeah, wanting to stay genuine in your content and how it was odds with what would make you a successful content creator. Yeah! I'm glad, yeah! Agreed that vulnerability is something I wish we saw more in online spaces. Yeah, so since we're doing a little gratitude campfire, I thought I'd bring that up. Since you stopped by, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate ya stopping by when you can. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Where was I? Oh yeah, I wanna keep scrolling and see what people are grateful for. Grateful for Rita as always. Oh my gosh, thank you. Let's see. Human Warrior said one gratitude is that we can share is getting to spend a little time with one another. Be it in stream or social media areas. Yeah! I think community is such a nice thing to be a part of. I think one thing I've been really happy about is, like, because I don't have friends to talk to about, like, Xenoblade on, like, a deeper level, I guess. Because, like, I have friends who, again, very grateful for friends who will listen to me talk about Xenoblade and engage in conversations about it with me, even though they don't play it. But, like, I've been following people, like, artists and stuff online, and, like, people who, like, play Xenoblade and stuff, and, like, creators in this space. And it's just, like, nice being able to, like, be a part of that. And, like, even though I, like, don't know people, like, who are Xenoblade fans, but it's just nice being a part of it. It feels fun. I'm having lots of fun. So very, very grateful for that. Let's see. Being vulnerable to an audience seems pretty scary. Yeah, and you know, obviously, you know, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. It's not easy to do that because, you know, there's a lot of bad eggs out there. But I'm grateful for the times that I can be, you know, open and honest with you all about more tough topics, I guess. Derek, thank you so much for this super chat. Derek says I should be grateful about the meet and greet that eventually led me here. Aww! What if able to meet with the rest of this wonderful community? Yeah, it was such a wonderful conversation. Oh my gosh, yeah, and because you were like, yeah, I'm not really like new to this space, and I was like, what kind of video games do you like, and like, what sort of like anime do you like? And I think I'm pretty sure you were the one who was like, you should try out like Persona, which I still haven't got the chance to, but I keep listening to the music now, but it's really good. The music is really good, but I guess I have to get over my Xenoblade fixation first, right? And also my Omniscient Reader's Viewpoint fixation. Oh my goodness. But anyway, tangent. Thank you for your gratitude. I appreciate the kind words. Okay, let me scroll back. Scroll so I can see what everyone's grateful for. It can be my new off-stream game. True. Well, the thing is I'm going to be starting Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Edition soon. Because that was the Donathon game. So I was thinking like main story on stream, and then I do side quests and stuff off stream. But we'll see. Oh my gosh. But that's my current plan for Xenoblade. Let's see. Let me scroll up. Okay. Archon says, I appreciate that I have so many interests. Yeah, I feel like having, at least for me, I love having like my toes in different areas. Like stick my toe into this water or this, and it's just like it's a nice way to, I don't know, feel like there's something, like always something new, I guess. Always keeping myself busy. And it's a nice way to see the different sides of the world. Like there's so many things in this world to enjoy, and I'm glad I get to appreciate that. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Bio says, I guess I appreciate that I'm still surviving somehow. Yeah, absolutely. I think a lot of people think like gratitude should be reserved for things that are like big, right? Like big victories or achievements. But honestly, I think making it another day is a pretty big achievement to me too. But, you know, I think sometimes we forget to be grateful about some of the more quote-unquote mundane things, right? Another day, right? Maybe even if it's not that great, but getting the chance to experience another day, or being grateful for someone's existence and the fact that they're happy and healthy. To kind of piggyback off of that, let's see, someone who was it? Arton says, I'm happy that I can walk. Sometimes I remember that time oh so long ago when I was on crutches for 6 weeks. Yeah, I think, you know, we often forget to be grateful for sort of, I guess, things that don't stick out a lot. I think as an able-bodied person, like, I don't think about being able-bodied as often, right? Because, you know, the world around us is mostly built for able-bodied people, and I often take for granted the fact that I can enter any building with no problem, or, you know, don't need to have some sort of like assistance or extra handicap to be able to enjoy life like any other person, right? And I feel like practicing gratitude is a way for me to remind myself about things that, you know, I take for granted. Because I could fall ill any day, or I could be disabled, and I think being grateful for like things like health and my mobility while I have it is important, I guess. Yeah. So, great point, I think. Let's see. Let's see. Da-da-dum. Yeah, sometimes the bad things help us appreciate the good things more. Yeah, I agree. Let's see. Logan says, I would explain what I'm thankful for in regards to what specifically PRISM has provided for me, but it turns out I've already explained a lot of that in lengthy details in letters sent to PRISM talents and sent to them on their anniversaries and read on streams. And I really appreciate all of the letters and the notes and the messages that you all have sent. Speaking of letters, one thing that I came home to after Girls' Weekend was I got a bunch of fan letters from you all. For those who don't know, they, you know, management collects letters and gifts that you all share with us at events, and I got mine, so I'm really happy. I'm gonna go, I think I want to do a stream from, yeah, I'm really happy. I haven't opened them yet because I want to do that on stream. So maybe next week we can do just a nice cozy chatting. We can just chat some more, catch up. Have you, this is so random. Do you know that TikTok audio? It's like from Chowder. And he goes, you know, I had a dream last night that I was a bottle of ketchup and you were mustard. Which is kind of weird because usually you're mayonnaise. That's me. I feel like I just have random, you know, thoughts and conversations like that. But anyway, I think that'd be cute. We could open letters on stream, do a little hand cam moment. But I think that'd be nice. But I already got to see some of the things that were like in envelopes. So someone gifted me a sticker, and it's like a bird with the bread on its head, and it's like, I just really like bread, okay? so cute. I had to figure out where to put it. Actually, I think I'm gonna put it in like a sticker book. I don't want to put it anywhere. I'm like sad if I like put it on something and I like lose it, or like, I don't know, get rid of it or something. I don't know. Oishizo, thank you so much for celebrating your 22 months as idol coach. Additional thing to be thankful for is Rita, because I wouldn't have discovered PRISM if not for you. And some clips. The what about the hammer? Ah, I know exactly which one you're talking about. Oh my goodness. Oh, well, Oishizo, I'm thankful that you're a part of the Prismer family. I hope you're having fun, and I hope you have had a wonderful sense of community. You continue to have that. Yeah. You need to hear that TikTok? Oh my gosh. I guess you could search up like chowder ketchup bottle. I don't know. It's really hard to search up TikTok audios, I think. Lorluck says, I'm grateful for how beautiful nature is and how the sun falls and rises. Regardless how messy the world is, this always soothes me, especially in the face of difficulties. It gives a sense of life goes on. Yeah, and I want to mirror that sentiment because, again, I got to go on a fun little... I say little, but it was a long hike. A fun hike with my friends this weekend. And we just got to spend time in nature, and it was just nice to get away and enjoy, you know, nature and the clear air. Yeah, because I think, again, you know, sometimes we get caught up in the hustle and bustle of life, and sometimes you just got to remind yourself, at the end of the day, like, this positive nihilism here, nothing matters. Right, because, like, you know, sometimes we get caught up in, like, oh, I made a huge mess up on this project, or I totally forgot to do this, or I messed this up, I messed that up. But at the end of the day, life goes on, you know. You'll overcome whatever hardships you face, and I don't know. Yeah, I tend to ramble again. I'm not the most eloquent person, but I can mirror that sentiment. Can't be literal grass touching with friends. I agree. Very agree. Oh my gosh. Nihilism is a slippery slope. Precisely why I said positive nihilism, right? Who was I talking? I was talking to my friend. Yeah. We were talking. One of our conversation topics about how, like, sometimes we feel bad for, like, treating ourselves, or for, like, doing, like, self-care, or even just having, like a girls' weekend. You know what I mean? For like a self-care girls' weekend, right? Where we, you know, take some time off and not do work or not worry about, like, errands and this and that. And we were talking about how, like, you know, sometimes we feel bad, like, oh, you know, there's so much work we have to go back to, or just making more work for ourselves, or, like, why spend money on things that are, like, that feel frivolous? Because, of course, we got, like, fun little snackies. We bought, like, stuff for arts and crafts. But, like, at the end of the day, like, we... this was one of the random lines we had to say. We're just, like, a tiny speck in the universe. Who cares what I do, you know, who cares that I buy myself a nice little treat, right? Who cares that I buy myself a nice little taiyaki or a nice little crepe, right? What does it matter in the larger scheme of things? Obviously, that's an extreme, right? You gotta learn how to budget, and, you know, you don't want to be frivolously spending. You don't want to be irresponsible about things like that. But what's one weekend of fun little treats he's gonna do, right? I have the budget for it. You know, I've been working hard. What's one weekend every, you know, 6 or so months, right? Exactly. You gotta think about the scale of it. But at the end of the day, what's it gonna matter in the grand scheme of things if I, you know, have a random midnight ice cream run with my friends, right? It doesn't matter. One thing that we were talking about is not taking life too seriously. I think one thing I'm grateful for is the times where I can just not take myself so seriously. Kind of going back on the whole, like, oh, I messed up on this project, or, like, you know, I forgot to do this. Of course, you know, not, I'm not saying to be apathetic about things, but just, it's showbiz, baby. It is what it is, you know, like, just not taking things so seriously. I think I'm grateful that I could have those moments where I could just remind myself, like, it is what it is. If every pork chop were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. You know, just being able to look at things and, you know, life will go on. It's not that bad. You can overcome it. Don't take yourself too seriously. But, yeah, anyway. I'm going on a huge tangent. We had a conversation earlier about ways that you show gratitude, and you know, we talked about journaling, whether it's fancy smanchy or it's just in your notes app. You know, remembering the bad to appreciate the good. You know, giving yourself some sort of simple question you can ask at the beginning of the day in your head or at the end of the day. You know, maybe giving yourself like an event or like some sort of trigger event to like practice gratitude. Like after every hangout with like a friend, I'll text them. They're like, hey, I had a lot of fun. Thank you so much for inviting me. Or like, I'm grateful that we had that like fun. Like it doesn't have to be the most eloquent message, right? Like, I'm so grateful for your, you know, existence. It doesn't have to be like that. Like, hey, thanks for inviting me. Had a lot of fun. Let's do it again another time. You know what I mean? But yeah, maybe you can think like, oh, I'm gonna make sure after every single like event or hangout, whether it's like an online thing, like maybe you have a call, just send a quick text like, hey, that was really fun. Thanks for hanging out. Let's do it again. Been practicing expressing contentment. Yay, yippee! I think we should normalize that more. If that is, you know, the way that you, because again, I know that not everyone's like words of affirmation sort of person, but you can express contentment in other ways. Like, you know, maybe if you're an acts of service person, like maybe instead of, you know, being like, hey, thanks, like I really appreciate you, this is what I really appreciated about, you know, our time together, maybe that looks like the form of, you know, reaching out again and being the one to set up the next thing, right? Like, hey, like I want to make sure we get some time on our calendar for next time. Like being able to show that person that like you were really happy and thankful enough for that time that you like are willing to, you know, have another fun time, I guess. If every portrait were perfect, we wouldn't have hot dogs. Thank you. I'm keeping this saying. What were our other sayings? If every like cucumber were perfect, we wouldn't have pickles. Because every pork chop one is from Steven Universe. But you could also do if every pickle were perfect, or if every cucumber were perfect, we wouldn't have pickles. What were our other ones we made up? I don't remember. Oh my god. Yeah, exactly, Demon Warrior. Demon Warrior says, yeah, next time drinks are on me. Yeah, like, being able to show your gratitude in different ways. It doesn't just have to be verbal, right? It can be, like, again, an act of service. Like, you know, being the one to set up the hangout for next time. Or like, a gift giving. Like, hey, you know, like, next time drinks are on me. Exactly what you said. Yeah, we coined the cucumber one in-house. That's an archangel. I was gonna say brainworm, but that's brainchild. There we go. Brainworm. Oh my gosh. But what else? Yeah, I don't know. I think, yeah. What are some ways you all practice gratitude? And good night, Krito. Thanks for stopping by. John says, I'm thankful for what I have. My family, friends, my job, my hobbies, and of course, the PRISM Agent Entertainment, especially you, Rita. Thank you, John. I appreciate that. Thank you. Oh my god. One thing I do, you know, I try to do whenever I feel like, oh my gosh, I don't, you know, the future is unknown and like there's so many possibilities, and I start kind of getting in my head about like, you know, what if things go wrong, you know? I kind of train myself to think like, what if things go right? By practicing gratitude. Like, hey, you know, you have, you know, so many loved ones, like your friends, your family, co-workers, you know, community members. I think like, you know, it reminds me that like, hey, you know, even if things do turn out badly, I've overcome things before, and I have people who will support me, you know, if things don't turn out okay. or I'll have people who appreciate me for who I am, even if things don't go the way that I want them to go. Ying says, on ways to practice, setting aside time to actively practice gratitude is important, I think, rather than have it be an afterthought. Yeah! I see it as being hand in hand with mindfulness practice. Yes! Like, if you have a routine already where you practice, like, meditation in the middle of your day, kind of like maybe if you go on a walk, maybe, like, if you do yoga, like, those are great times to practice mindfulness, and you can throw gratitude as into your mindfulness routine. Hello, Campfire Chief Rita. Hello, welcome in. How's it going? Don't really practice it at all, but I understand it helps to remind yourself when you do face adversity. Yeah, and, you know, as nice as it sounds to be able to do it every day, right? We're just human, and, you know, we live busy lives, and, you know, it's not always easy to keep up like a routine or a schedule. We always, you know, we can forget things, but as long as when the time comes where you do need to practice gratitude, right? It doesn't have to be every day, every week, but, you know, maybe if you're having a tough time, you have the tools that you need to be able to have a meaningful conversation with yourself. Like, what sorts of things you can ask yourself, you know, thinking about ways that you can change your mindset through gratitude, I guess. I'm reading everyone's messages. For me, Cytokine says, for me, gratitude is to return the favor as part of accepting it. Such as bringing a cheesecake over to the dinner someone invites you to. Yeah! Like, that's a great way to practice gratitude as, like, someone maybe whose love language is more gift-giving. Yeah. The emoji reacts are so funny. Oh, yeah, like at the corner of chat. I love them. I love them. They're so fun. Life's hard. Nobody ever told me as a child how hard being an adult would be. True that. True and real. Relatable content. That is one of the realest things I've ever heard. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I think, you know, I'm just gonna keep repeating myself over and over again. But I'm happy and grateful that we had this chat. I'm just gonna keep expressing my gratitude until I feel sufficient, you know, in expressing my gratitude with you all. I think I do that all the time, so I apologize if I sound like a broken record. I think adults tried to tell me when I was a kid, but I didn't get it until way later. Oh, that life is hard? True and real. Oh my gosh. But this chat is helpful as I grind to the daily adulting right now. True. Yeah, I'm grateful that we can just sit down and have this conversation and wind down and slow down a bit. And I don't know, I just feel like I've been go, you know, and especially, you know, trying to get stuff wrapped up before the holidays so I can spend time with friends and family, you know, and actually take a rest and actually, you know, take a break. So I feel like I can go, get all this stuff done. So I'm glad we can have time to just sit back and relax together as a community. Yeah, I'm glad you can enjoy these special moments because I enjoy them a lot too. But today was going to be a little bit short. I do have to go to orchestra rehearsal later, and I haven't eaten yet, so like I said, I've been, you know, on the grind, as you will, working. I haven't got the chance to eat yet, so, well, I had breakfast, brunch, if you will. So I need to eat dinner before rehearsal, but I just want to have a nice cozy hour with you guys. So I made sure to squeeze it in, because it was important to me that I squeeze this cozy little hour in between my various, you know, commitments of the day. Yeah, idle side job, everyone's like gone for the holidays, so I'm stuck kind of just like, oh, I gotta do this and I gotta do that. But, grateful that I have the competence to keep up with it. I don't know. You gotta practice gratitude in the face of adversity, right? Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh, D&D, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. Very much appreciated. Grateful that I had time to force myself to relax this weekend. Oh my gosh. Even if, some of it was like very active, like the hike or karaoke. Oh my gosh. Always takes a bunch of energy out of me. But, grateful for floor time with the girls. Very grateful that I have friends that I can just sit on the floor and not, feel the need to have some sort of extravagant conversation. I say as we did have a very in-depth, book club about the Milgram series. Oh my gosh. TV table tray, thank you so much for this super sticker. Love floor time, yeah! Oh my gosh. Honestly, normalize floor time. I don't know how do people like live life without floor time. What does your floor time look like? Milgram book club, yeah. So like because we had known about Milgram and we just hadn't gotten around to like watching the music videos, but we had remembered it during floor time and we were like, oh my gosh, let's go watch the Milgram music videos, and we just went to town. We searched up the watch order. We watched the audio dramas. We watched the music videos, and like we had like a huge. It was like a couple of hours. We were like reading the comments and like talking about our theories with each other. It was so fun. And like, what purpose does it have aside from just enjoying each other's company and experiencing art and like being able to like think critically about the media we consume, and there's no like sort of productive value to that, I guess, in our society, but it has value to me in that I got to really work my brain and enjoy the art and enjoy my time with my friends. So yeah, I hope that with the holiday season coming up, whether it's family or your friends, whatever sort of, or yourself, like maybe take some time to appreciate you and your personal time. And I hope that you can have some time to, I don't know, be surrounded by good vibes and positive energy. I really want to do more cozy stuff going into the winter months. Like maybe we can do a holiday. I was thinking we could do another holiday gift exchange. Maybe I can, somehow facilitate some sort of secret Santa. Or I guess, white elephant? Yeah? If you're more of that speed. Like a, what do you call it? Yeah, like a surprise gift exchange. I don't know how that would work. The logistics for that. But yeah, wouldn't it be fun? What is floor time? It's just time that you doesn't necessarily have to be on the floor, but you're kind of just laying around with your friends, maybe on the couch or like an inflatable mattress, maybe like hammocks or something, and you just lay there and you kind of just you can parallel play. Usually not parallel work. I usually try to not do work for floor time. You kind of just sit there and enjoy each other's company. Yeah. But yeah, I want to put together some more cozy stuff. With the holiday season coming in and cozy months, because I know that some folks find it difficult to either be with their support system, whether it's because you're working or maybe you're far away, or maybe you don't have a support system that you can rely on during these times, because I know it can be especially isolating and frustrating, when maybe you're far away from your friends, or you don't have a support system and you see a bunch of people like getting to enjoy the holidays with their loved ones. So I want to be able to create a space for, maybe those who are looking for just a nice, cozy place to hang out, have some laughs, enjoy some cozy time for the holidays. I want to be able to create that special holiday magic for those folks, and for anyone really who wants to enjoy them. So I'll think of something cozy, something fun we can do as a winter celebration. Yeah, look forward to that. But I guess to sort of wrap up as we go into super chat reading, I just want to say thank you all so much, not just for being here, whether you're lurking or chatting or, commenting and stuff like that. Shout out to VOD Gang and stuff like that, but I'm just grateful again that I know I've said this a million times, and again, I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but I just am endlessly grateful that I have this opportunity. And kind of harkening back to that earlier conversation I had about Cap, encouraging me to keep going and keep doing this. I'm glad I've continued to do so. I'm glad I've learned to believe in myself, and I'm glad that I can be surrounded by such a supportive and kind and thoughtful community that continues to give me that support that bolsters my confidence, and I can continue to believe in myself, and I can continue to do what I love. So thankful that you're here, whether you chat all the time or you lurk, however you show your support. Whether I know you by username or not, like you've never chatted before or whatever, wherever you are, whoever you are out there, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. Yeah. I'm very thankful. And that's it. Oh my gosh. Heck yeah, lurking, exactly. But yeah, I think this was as much of a stream for you all to practice gratitude and, learn how to practice gratitude that is, it was for me to practice gratitude. Yeah. Yeah, because I think I practice gratitude frequently, like on like a thanks for stopping by, or like a day-to-day sort of gratitude, right? Like, thank you so much for the kind words and things like that, because I do appreciate the kind things that you all have to say. It makes me feel happy. It makes me feel good. So, I always appreciate them. But, moments like these where we can really think deeper into the mind and think about, I was going to say more cosmic things. That's not what I wanted to say. More large-scale things that maybe aren't as prevalent in the day-to-day. Thank you, Rita. You're welcome. Thanks for the stream. Is this meta? I don't know. I appreciate you all. But let me get my super chat reader. I finally got it to work again. So, yippee. Let's see. You're out of this world, Star Girl. Thank you. Oh my gosh. Me? Star Girl? Me a star? I don't know. What kind of star would I be if I was a star? A white dwarf. A neutron star. I don't know. A red giant. I don't know. I don't remember the different kinds of stars. Oh my gosh. I hope everyone keeps growing. Yeah, I agree. Like, of course, I want to grow as a creator, and I want to learn and do bigger and better things and get better at all the things that I try and learn how to do. But I hope that in doing so, you all feel encouraged to grow and become better versions of yourself than you were yesterday. But yeah, I'm grateful that we can inspire each other and motivate each other in that way. So... The sun is a yellow dwarf. The sun! Me? I'm a sun? The sun at the center of the Milky Way. Well, I guess the center of the Milky Way isn't the center of the galaxy like a black hole? The center of our solar system is the sun. I misspoke. But could you imagine I'm just a black hole? Phew! Oh my god. Let's see. Where's my super chat? Let me pull that up. Ba-ba-bum. Got it to work, so I want it to show on screen. Let's see. Lorlock, thank you again for celebrating your 8 months as Idol Coach. Good luck with Black Friday shopping. Ardon, thank you so much for celebrating 21 months as Idol Coach. And for the fun little the quote, I'll say it again. Happiness is like glass. You don't usually notice if you merely you don't usually notice it. You merely have to change your point of view slightly, and that glass will sparkle. I hope you can find that sparkle in your day-to-day, everyone. Yeah, you deserve it. That sparkle. BB Des, thank you so much for the super chat. Not gonna lie, I read the title of the stream as Graduation by the Campfire. No! I get so... I hate causing people, like, anxiety. Because I also get anxious sometimes about, like, different things. Like, I told you all about the whole, like, Rita ... Like, the ellipses thingy at the end of sentences. Especially at the end of, like, my name. Like, Rita. It always gets me anxious. Like, and I know the word, like, announcement, and I know the word graduation, like, really makes people anxious, so I always try to, like, give a heads up, like, hey, this is a happy, good, like, no surprises announcement. I always try to give, like, a heads up, or, like, I try to pad it out as much as possible. I don't like to shock people, cause people undue stress and things like that. So you would definitely get more of a heads up than just like, hey, hello, here's the stream. Oh my goodness. I think a lot of people find name ... condescending too. Yeah. I don't know what it is. It's just like, what, Rita, what? You know what I mean? Oh my gosh. But don't worry about it. VTuber fans have been coded to get anxious about a white document. Okay, let me never... All of my documents will be on beautiful stationery. Yeah. Let's see. Derek, thank you so much for the super chat. I should be grateful about the meet and greet that eventually led me here. Aw, thank you. And again, I'm so grateful that you and all the other archangels found their way to our lovely little community. I'm thankful for all of you guys. I really am. When you tell them you're graduating, but they respond with what major? What's that one clip from, like, from Adventure Time where it's like a worm and he's like, what's going on? What's the haps? What's your major? I don't know the context of it, but it's like the audio is going viral right now on TikTok and it's so funny. What's your major? It's so funny. Oh my goodness. I get like sound bits stuck in my head very frequently. I'm trying to think of, like, my friend keeps saying true and real. And so I keep saying that now too. What is another one? I'm trying to think. Because it's like, they never can come up whenever I try to think about them. But like, one of my friends will say it and I echo it. It's really bad, because like, my friends will say something so silly. Like, what's your major? And then I'll say it. And then it triggers somebody else to say it, and then we're just repeating it back and forth. These are the friends that I hung, the two girls that I hang out with this weekend. We're just so head empty. Yeah, I don't know. We're just so head empty that whenever someone says something like goofy, we just say it back to each other. Oh yeah, here's one. One of my friends always goes, that's crazy, that's crazy. Like, something like, so for example, when we were watching, like, Milgram, like, she'll, like, discover, like, a theory, and she goes, oh my gosh, that's crazy, that's crazy. And then I say it, too, and we're all just saying it together. Oh my gosh. You're so silly. Or, this is so silly. Because we're watching Jujutsu Kaisen, we'll always go, yo, waimo, to each other. It's so bad. We're so head empty. I think generally we're always so head empty. Like, like whatever, because we also do. These are the girls I do anime night with. So like, we'll be watching Jujutsu Kaisen, and then something like cool will happen, and one of us will go yo Waimo, and then we all like echo it to each other. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. No, it's the quote that he says, in Jujutsu Kaisen, how does it go? It's like, I'm trying to think of the context. I wonder if I can find like a copy pasta of it. Because I don't remember the exact episode. What? Do you not know what I'm talking about? I used to know the full thing, but we've just been saying Yoaimo. Oh my gosh. Let me see. Oh, the daijoubu desho. Datte kimi yoaimo. That one. Oh my gosh. It was that line that Gojo says. And it's like, it's been like memed, I guess. It's like a really popular audio on TikTok. So we just keep saying it back and forth. Do you ever just make weird noises around your friends in public and just wonder if people are looking at you? We do that all the time. Like, I'm not even kidding. We do that all the time. And you know, I've talked about how, like, we echo each other a lot. Like, what's like a sound that we echo a lot? Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. Because usually it's just phrases. Like, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Or like, yo, Waimo. We're so goofy. We're so silly. What else? Oh my gosh. Because again, they only pop up like in like conversation. Oh my goodness. There has to be like an audio that we... like a sound. I have to think about it. Because again, they just come up naturally. I don't know. Let's see. Oh, I need to make my noodles before I go to rehearsal. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Oi, Shizo! Thank you so much for celebrating your 22 months as idol coach. An additional thing to be thankful for is Rita! Aww, well, thank you for showing your appreciation for me, and thank you for being a part of the PRISM community. Yeah, I appreciate that. And TND, thank you for the 5 gifted! Thank you very much. Have you infected them with XC3 quotes? I don't think I have yet. No, wait, stop. I absolutely have. Because well, this was probably before Yippee, but this is before I played XC3. Because I'm pretty sure I said Yippee before XC3. But my friends say Yippee now. I got them to say Yippee. Because one of my friends, she's absolutely like, she doesn't seem like the kind of person to say Yippee. She's very like... scary dog privileges. You know what I mean? Like, she's the one that, like, you mess with my buddies, we're throwing hands. That's the kind of person she is. In stark contrast to me. I think, you know, we all balance each other out. But I got her to go, yippee! And we all yippee! And so, like, sometimes we'll just be walking and all of a sudden one of us goes, yippee! Yippee! And then we just do echo yippee for, like, the next few minutes. So that is, I guess, that's my XE3, sound bite. Thank you for the celebratory emojis. We did it. We got him. Oh my gosh. But I think that's the only one from Xenoblade. What other? I think, oh yeah, Yippee is a big one. I don't know how I didn't remember that. Yeah, we just echo Yippee back and forth. We go Yippee, Yippee. I think there's another one similar to Yippee that I try to think of. Can pull up our messages so I can see what sort of things we say back and forth. We're so goofy. Let's see. Whatever like we start call, like whatever like we convene for anime night, we always send whoever is on Discord first to start anime night, because we have it like at the same time every week. We go, gamers! And then everyone echoes going, gamers! Like, in different ways. We go, gamers! And it's so funny, because I'm the only gamer in our anime night group, but that's kind of like how we call each other, like, kind of like, before we send the call out, just to kind of see if everyone's like online. So like our Discord chat is just gamers, and then Rita started a call that lasted 3 hours, and then it's like gamers. Like the next week, it's so funny because we mostly message like through text, but Discord is like we use that for like anime nights and stuff. So most of it is just like gamers, or hold on, I gotta grab my charger or something. Oh my gosh. Like I said, oh my gosh, hold on, let me hop onto my computer for a second. Like I'm ready. And my friend goes, yo, Wimo. In response, it's so random. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I'm trying to think. We go, more yippies. More yo Wimos. Oh my gosh. Much like how we say, let's go. Oh my gosh. In addition to the whole gamers thing, we go, let's go gamers. That's like our thing whenever like we like head out on our hike, or like, I don't know, go out somewhere. We go, let's go gamers. I got We Are So Back from my friends. She had this like period of time where she was really going through it, and her like her positive mantra was, we are so back. Like whenever a good thing would happen, she would really celebrate it and say, we're so back, because she was like going through a lot of tough stuff. So that's how she would like hype herself up in the tough time. It's almost like a filler word. It is. Oh my gosh, your friend is so interesting. I feel like half of what makes me so interesting is because I get so many weird like thingamabobs from my friend. Gosh. TV Table Tray, thank you so much for this super sticker. Sir Simple, thank you for celebrating 5 months as idol producer. Occupation, thank you so much for celebrating 20 months as idol coach. And thanks for being you as well, Occupation. Always wonderful having you all hang out with me. Grateful that I can have some really cool people to talk to. And Ambushy Tiger, thank you so much for joining us backstage as idol coach. I hope you have lots of fun. Yeah. Have they adopted cheese cooking? I got cheese cooking from my friends. Yeah. What else? Oh my gosh. You know what my friends got stuck in my head? The, you're so skibbity. I thank goodness it hasn't caught on for me yet. But for me, I hear them say it a lot. Oh no. Thank goodness it hasn't wormed its way into my vocabulary. I don't know, I can't get into it. But, good? Yeah, I guess so. But, they don't sing the song, I guess, thank goodness. But they'll just randomly be like, that's so skibbity. Oh my goodness. So silly. Kind of like in an ironic way, I guess, so thank goodness for that, I guess, I don't know. But, they're so silly. We're all so silly. We all just we all scroll through like Instagram reels, and like we're very susceptible to just random audios, like the chowder one. Last night I dreamt that I was a bottle of ketchup and you were mustard, but it was kind of weird because normally you're mayonnaise. That's the chowder audio. I know, it always starts out ironic. What is this, something that we used to say ironically but now we say unironically? I don't know, I'd have to think about that. But anyway, I'm getting kind of hungry. I'm getting kind of peckish. I need to eat something before rehearsal. So, thank you guys again for hanging out. I hope you all enjoy this cozy time by the fire. Again, I really wanted to take a moment to, I don't know, just appreciate you all and have some nice cozy times. And of course, we're going to have some more cozy times. I think, again, next week, I'm going to try to have a nice little cozy chat where I open the letters and we can read some fan letters and we can just chat and get caught up, right? I have lots of Xenoblade I want to talk about with you guys. So, don't go anywhere. I want to, chat with you guys about all sorts of things. But we have some long streams coming up this week. Tomorrow, I'm going to be playing some more Mass Effect. And if you're not caught up on Mass Effect, don't worry. I always try to do a recap at the beginning of my Mass Effect stream. So whether you're a big fan of Mass Effect or you've never heard it before, I think there's something to enjoy for everyone. I think we're getting close to the end, is what I'm hearing from you guys. So I'm thinking maybe after this one, we do another big Mass Effect endurance to finish Mass Effect 3 in 2023. For those who don't know, the joke is we did Mass Effect 1 in 2021, Mass Effect 2 in 2022. We're gonna finish the main story of Mass Effect 3 in 2023. You have my word. So I think after this next stream, maybe we'll try to find some time to do an endurance to finish off the game. Yeah. And then after that, after tomorrow, the day after tomorrow, we're gonna play some more Honkai Star Rail. We're gonna play more of that event we started last week. And again, if you didn't get to tune in for that, you can always watch the VOD. Or you can just, stick around for my recap that I like to do at the beginning. I also like to put that in the description as well for those who tune in halfway through. I just want to make sure that, even if you're not a fan of the series, if you had, if you're new, that you can find something to enjoy. But aside from that, I also have some really exciting news. I'm doing a sort of teaser sort of a party, I guess. I'm going to be dropping some hints and teasers to my EP that, as you all know, has been in production for quite a while now. And basically, I'm going to be giving you guys hints as to the various themes of the songs, what they're inspired by. So I'll be singing a couple of songs that, kind of inspired the EP. I'll be playing some games that inspired... I know that's kind of odd, but it'll make sense, I think. And I may or may not be dropping some links and some logos for some songs. So, I'm really incredibly excited about it. I put so much thought and effort into the music videos for these and the songs themselves. And, the teams that I have working on these are so talented and so hardworking. And I want you all to be able to get hyped for it. So, if you want to get hyped with me, the music is so good. Like, I can't stop listening to it. It's stuck in my head. I don't know how I haven't been singing it or humming it on stream. Maybe I'll hum a couple of teasers for you all. Who knows? And Oishizo, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the yippee for the EP. EP, I guess. But this is probably one of the biggest, hypest things that I've worked on. I keep watching it and it's so good. And you all are gonna love it. And I hope, not just you guys, not just the Archangels, but I hope it's something that, I don't want to spoil too much, but that this group of people who enjoy a certain thing can appreciate. That was so vague. But probably my best works so far. Hands down. So, I hope you look forward to that. But as always, I'm the idol to give you the wings to fly. Cyber Angel. Rita Kamishiro, at your service. Bye! That was so fun. Yeah, I always love just chatting with you guys, especially after I come back from a long break. So I feel refreshed, even more so than I already was. So thank you guys for hanging out. And whether you're new here or you've been here for a long time, let's keep having fun. Let's keep hanging out. I know I've already said this on Twitter, but I don't know. I've just been feeling very thankful lately and very grateful. So just happy to be here. Just happy to be surrounded by a bunch of nice and supportive people. Yeah, I'm happy. Alright, that's it. Bye!